Hey folks, it's me again. So I've gotten a new piece. Uh, I have just been astounded at the price of silver now. Now silver's climbing up. So folks, if you are thinking about jewelry, I mean, I hate to say it, but buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now, because things are just skyrocketing. At first it was gold, gold, but now silver. So get silver while you can. So I have an upcoming birthday, and I requested from my friends for gift cards to Nordstrom because I am increasing my David Yurman collection. So gift cards came in and I got it. So I wanted to share it with y'all. So this is my current stack. This is my current everyday stack. I like odd numbers. So this is my EP Fine Jewelry sliding charm bangle. I have 3 rose gold bracelets from EP Fine Jewelry, but this is the one that I wear every single day. I also have a wavy bangle that I just recently got in 10 karat rose gold from EP Fine Jewelry. And I also have a 10 karat rose gold bangle from EP Fine Jewelry that's got a textured finish, and I love them. So, but my everyday bangle stack is 5. I wear 5 bangles because when I wear more than that, it seems like a little much for when I go to work. I mean, this is already a lot for some people, but for me as a jewelry wearer, when I go to work, 5 is what I wear. And I feel like that's about the max I can do. So that's my everyday stack. So, you know, I've got my David Yurman rose gold cuff. I've got my David Yurman citrine with a little bit of 14 karat yellow gold. I've got my EP Fine Jewelry. And of course, I've got my Cartier Clash. So I want to add to my 5 everyday stack. So Nordstrom. So Nordstrom does not do the David Yurman box, but they still give you the lovely pouch, which is fine with me. They also give you the David Yurman cleaning cloth. This got here very quickly, by the way. I like buying from Nordstrom because 1, there's the Rakuten money back. 2, you get Nordstrom notes. I have a Nordstrom card, store card. And then you can choose like, oh, this will be my double points day and things like that. So to me, buying David Yurman from Nordstrom and using the points wisely in the notes, you can almost get a discount on David Yurman. Of course, buying from David Yurman directly, you get the widest selection, but Nordstrom has a pretty good selection. Bloomingdale's also has a rewards program, and they have a pretty good selection of David Yurman, but I've weighed it out, and I'm happier with the Nordstrom points program. Anyway, this is what I got. I was deciding between another cuff or a Madison chain, and to add to my stack, David Yurman Authenticity card. And I do like the bangles, but I also like things to, you know. So after much decision, I decided to get the Madison chain. This is pretty heavy. I emailed David Yurman and asked them, are these solid or semi-hollow? Because with the price of silver and gold recently, I noticed that on a forum that I'm on, a lot of the time people say that gold has gotten lighter. And I'll be honest with you, the Cable Spira Flex that I reviewed, there is a nitrile flexible core in the center. So it's made with solid gold, but it's not solid all the way through. There's a flexible core in here to make it bounce back. So yes, it is solid gold, but it's not solid all the way through. There's a flexible core in here. I'm okay with that because they tell you that in the description. So there's honesty in that. So I emailed David Yurman about the Madison chain, and they said, yes, it is solid. Now, what they also are honest about, I got the one with the 1 rose gold link, is that this is bonded. Not really a fan, but I do know if that was a solid rose gold link, this would probably be over $1,000. This was $750 as of today's date. I got the large. Now, everything I'm wearing here in David Yurman, these two pieces are mediums. But as my arm goes up, it rapidly gets bigger. Yay. Yay me. So I decided to get the large. Now, I bought the large, and at first I put it on the regular sizing, and I said, oh, it's pretty big. But here's the cool part. I can also drop down a link and make it more snug. So how I've been wearing it when I want a more snug look is I will clasp it onto this link. And what's also interesting, these two links are kind of soldered together. They're not loose. They're not loose like the rest of it. The rest of this is highly flexible. And I find this extremely easy to open and close. Everybody was saying how hard this is to open and close. It's not. They've got a little thing here, and you just catch your nail on it, and it's so easy to open and close. It makes it very easy to open and close. I do use a bracelet helper, though. This is something to help me put chain bracelets on. So I have 6 1/4, but then it quickly gets bigger. This is my left wrist. I'm left-handed, 6 1/2, and it gets bigger. So I got this in the large because then I can wear it on either wrist any way that I want to. It's going to go with this stack. So if I want it to be looser, like maybe in the summer, I can wear it looser because, like I said in my last video, the cable Spira, this is a medium. This is also a medium, the cable classic, but the medium of this and the medium of that are not the same medium. So this is what happens when you don't have a David Yurman store. The closest one to me is 3.5 hours away. And the cable Spira, this one, is only sold in David Yurman stores. I got this at a retail, authorized retailer, which was 2.5 hours away. So yes, it was closer, but they didn't have this there because this is DY exclusive. So, you know, I thought, oh, I'm definitely a medium because I bought a medium in this. So I bought this confidently thinking it was going to fit me perfectly. And it does, but like I said, fits me perfectly on this. But on this wrist, it still fits, but it's a little tight. It's a little tight. In the summertime, I doubt I'll be able to wear it on that wrist. It'll be too tight. Fits perfect. I got a little room in here. So anyway, solid, good weight, heavy. Silver's going up, folks. Get your silver. That's why I asked my friends. I said, hey, silver's going up, and I want to get this now before there's another price increase. So let's put this on. I'm going to put it on the biggest setting to show you what the large looks like. So let's see if I can do this, okay? But I do actually clasp it on this one if I want it to be closer, a more close fit here. So let me put this on here, and let me put my eyeballs on, and let me do my little bracelet helper. And this little latch on the side here makes it very easy. Okay, so there. Now it's on the biggest setting, and this gives it movement. So when I want more movement, I can have it have more movement. I love it. I like how it gives more dimension to my stack. And this way, you know, I can have a little more interest in it. If you hear a weird noise coming from this direction, it's my dog. He's asleep and he's snoring. He's adorable, though. Anyway, so yes, I have entered the David Yurman camp, but I've got 3 David Yurman pieces. I'm pretty good. This is pretty much, I've got my baby gold evil eye ring that I also reviewed recently. Love it. Been wearing it every single day. I stack it with my Catbird threadbare rose gold ring. I've got my Cartier small love ring, or the wedding band ring as some people call it. My everyday EP fine jewelry, my 3 David Yurmans, and my Cartier Clash. So this is pretty much my everyday look here. Little bit of silver, mostly rose gold. So I will probably be laying off for a bit because of prices going up so high. but I've got a good thing going here. And then I can tighten this up a little bit and have a snugger look. I like the 118 karat rose gold. Bonded is not bad. Bonded is not plated. Bonded is going to last. It's not going to ever change. It's going to last just as long as solid gold. But I like that they tell you it's bonded on the website. You know what I mean? Like, they say it's bonded. So at least they're honest about it. But it is heavy, solid silver. This is the 8.5 millimeter. They did make the, curtain. They did make the bigger link size, the 11, I think, millimeter, but I really want it to go with my stack. So this way I have some movement. It's not too restrictive, and it's not so I'm very happy with it, folks. I'm still mourning the loss of my Tiffany bracelet, but it is what it is. And now I've ended up having a lot more personality. I have a Cartier clash that not many people have. The David Yurman is still the underdog of the designer world. And my EP fine jewelry, nobody has, and it's personalized. So actually, it's probably ended up being a good thing. I mean, no, it's not. That cost me a lot of money. But it inspired me to try something different and branch out. So the next thing that's coming up is I have a Cartier d'Amour small size diamond necklace. Might be switching that up for something else. Might be hitting Fashion File or Rebag and selling that and getting something pre-loved. I'll keep you posted. So that's probably going to be my last venture this year into designer until the end of the year when I get my bonus. And then I look into what my next thing's going to be. But I'm staying on the rose gold journey. I do have a yellow gold collection, but rose gold's always been my fave. And David Yurman really has stolen my heart with their quality, their prices. I've actually gotten some of my girlfriends into David Yurman that were strictly Cartier, strictly Tiffany. They said they walked into David Yurman the other day. Now, they are blessed that they have a David Yurman very close to them, less than an hour away. And they walked into David Yurman and they put on a piece that they told me how much it cost. And they said, if I had walked into Tiffany's or Cartier with the same 18 karat gold, same amount of diamonds, but with simply the name Cartier or Tiffany, they said it would have been outrageous how much it would have cost. And they were, and these, my friends, they got an eye for jewelry. We have been around jewelry for a long time. We know quality when we see it. And they said that they were absolutely astounded at the quality. They even talked to the salesperson. The salesperson was actually a former employee of Tiffany's who said that she left Tiffany's and then she got a job being a sales associate at David Yurman. And she said that her personal experience and feedback is that she has never been treated better. She said her treatment experience as being an employee at David Yurman has been absolutely stellar compared to what her treatment experience was as an employee at Tiffany's. I still want to get a silver piece or two from Tiffany's. I still would like to get a Trinity ring from Cartier. But at this point in time, things are just getting priced out for us hardworking class folks, I'm very lucky to have this. I can only imagine what this adds up to nowadays. But the fact of the matter, because I got my clash years ago. Yeah. So, yeah. And that's my big piece. That's my wowza piece. I love this clash. I love it. I wear it every single day. It is quality. I take it off once a week or so to clean it, and I put it right back on, and it is well made and well designed. So I'm not saying anything against Cartier at all, but it's prices, gold, life, things go up. So all I can tell you is, folks, is that if you want that piece and you really want it, put it on a finance plan, budget for it, get it, because things are not going to get any cheaper. I also search Fashion File, Rebag, and I find pre-loved pieces. That's how I got my Cartier ring. Okay? And I got that for a really good price. Really, 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 really good price. And I believe in that too. So to me, I'm not against that. So anyway, I just wanted to show you my David Yurman piece and just talk to you about silver is ridiculous. Silver is ridiculous. And it's getting ridiculous too. I actually just bought an ounce of silver. My friend bought way more than 1 ounce of silver. I gifted it to my husband so he could have it. But honestly, folks, start looking at getting your pieces now and really think about it. But thank you everyone for sharing this time with me. Have a happy Saturday and keep it metal and enjoy the snoring of my dog if you can hear it.